Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Broadchurch. Voice kind of cut out for a second there. Last time around, well, you know the drill, kind of going around our same four suspects. Ed, prison, Jim, Dick, Ian, sus, shop guy, kind of sus, but we had Miller almost, well, basically just blowing every gasket that she could. Was it bollocking Hartford for screwing up, bollocking Tom, just destroying Tom's phone and his laptop, and the dog's getting up. And then Mark went and found Joe and was like, I can't kill you, but I don't know how to move on. And then he just went into the sea and just sort of floated there. Hopefully Mark is not dead, but we will have to see. Yeah, I guess that was it. So, why don't we just go ahead and jump right into this episode, the penultimate episode of Broadchurch. Here we go.
She's booked on the train, she wants to go. I've asked her not to, I begged her not to. She said she's sleeping and she's going to call me at work and let me know.
You know what I do? Take her ticket, tear it up, put it in my pocket, go to work, done.
Can't do that.
It doesn't...
Well, I can.
No.
Fine. Well, it's your funeral.
I mean, it's...
Move your ass. Custody clock's running down.
I mean, she's on the tough parenting mode right now, but...
After her car broke down, she was walking home because the breakdown service she called never turned up.
Which breakdown service?
Well, they didn't ask for the name, but we both know that Jim Atwood runs a breakdown service from his garage.
Oh, Miller, we're just about to interview Ed Burnett. You're muddy in the water.
We've always struggled to find a link between the attack on Trish and the other two women, and maybe Jim is that link. Let me go and see what records he keeps for breakdown customers while you interview Ed.
Fine, just hurry up. Wait!
Toast! I want toast now. He's in a hospital. Yeah, that makes sense. He's still alive.
I was walking and I slipped and I fell all the way down the bank.
What time was this?
Funny thing, when I was on my arse in the mud, didn't think to check my watch.
Can I make a wee suggestion, Ed? Lay off the smart arse replies. Just keep it simple
Yeah.
and honest, yeah?
They don't really help the situation, man. You're suspect number one now.
Ian Winterman.
It's too sensational. Too, what do they call it? Clickbaity.
Oh, Maggie, I'm sorry you're not happy.
Oh yeah, this.
To the side of a story about rape. Shit.
You alright?
Dad, what are you doing? Dad!
Police! Shut up! Get on yourself, boys. Get up.
Police. He's about to go beat the shit out of people as a cop.
Who have you shared the photos of my daughter around the school?
Don't know what you mean.
Oh, I think you do. You boys.
Man.
You wee babies, I think you're men.
He's skinny,
You're not
but
my
he's
girl.
scary.
You even talk about my daughter ever again, let alone do anything to make her unhappy. I will find you and I will cut your tiny little cocks off.
You can't say that to us. You're the police.
I'm a father. And I will do whatever is necessary to protect my daughter. Right, piss off! See your ticket?
Is he? Oh!
You're staying here. Miller, I'm busy.
He took the Miller approach.
All right, Mum. Yeah. Do you mind waiting here with Lizzie while I go talk to your dad? Mum,
Oh, Lizzie can walk now. They grew up so fast.
why aren't we enough?
You are enough.
What do
You're
you
just a
think?
shit.
Have you done any breakdown or repair work for Laura Benson?
Yeah, 30s. Long hair. Pretty. It's the girl I'm thinking of. Yeah, she broke down. I picked her up, took her car back to the garage, and then I drove her home.
You're saying that very confidently.
Year back?
June 2014.
I mean, that is something, but like he said that so confidently.
You seem much happier. What happened with Daisy?
Tore up her ticket.
You took my advice.
No, I realise, Mama.
What?
I'm too nice to people.
No, that.
Never works being nice. Done with it.
Got them queuing up for you today.
Well, that didn't work.
There's another one waiting. Interview room 2.
Talk us through how you installed the spyware.
Well, I googled it. How to intercept a webcam. I downloaded the software, and there's an installer, and you click on that, and it sets itself up, and away you go, really.
I mean, yeah, I use remote
Trish's own
desktop
user
on my
account.
own shit, but...
Spyware wasn't installed using Trish's user account. Didn't get installed the way you described.
Right.
So you've come here and confessed to something which you didn't do, but you have knowledge of, which means someone else was involved.
Yeah, well, I can't tell you who that is.
Why not?
I promised I'd keep their name out of it.
All coming out the woodwork now, though, eh? My old boss used to say an investigation's like a vice. You've got all these people in the middle of a vice. You keep turning, you keep applying the pressure, sooner or later they crack. Just a matter of time.
Right, thanks for that, Confucius. If that's the case, why are you so antsy all the time?
Well, you never bloody know when it's going to happen or how long it's going to take. That's what drives you mad.
Well... Oh, jeez. Okay, it's piling up more than it might be Jim.
I'm bringing them to you because I thought you should know. It's the time, you see, on the receipt. 5 o'clock. On the day of my 50th birthday party.
5 o'clock that day.
My husband was stocking up on condoms.
We're gonna need to search your house, Kath.
Okay.
He's sat there in the hospital, and I'm listening to everything he has to say. And it takes all my training, all the skills I've learned, to not just punch him in the face.
Right.
I'm so angry with him. He has 2 daughters. One of whom is barely 3 years old. How can he do this to them? He knows what loss feels like, what it rips out of you.
Look, you were right to go gentle on him.
No.
He's hurting.
We're all hurting, but he has to make it about him. He takes all the oxygen, all the attention. Look at me, I'm Mark Latimer, and I am so much sadder than the rest of you. And you know what that does? It leaves no room for me, no space for me. He crowds out my grief, and my grief, my ongoing, daily pain, is as strong and as alive as his, but I don't let it win.
You're stronger than he is.
Selfish and weak.
You were the one telling me that you needed to be here to reflect this town. And then as soon as a story comes along, you shirk it.
Don't take the moral high ground with me, Caroline.
Our readers want to know what is happening to Danny Latimer's family.
Your readers can go fuck themselves.
Crisis. They need and deserve their privacy.
It's not their choice.
So it's mine. I am still the editor here.
Not if you don't publish this story.
Bitch! We're gonna do to you what we did to Joe.
And if I see anything about the Latimers in the paper or on the website, I swear I will slash your car tires every week until they put me in a home. As the Americans say, screw you, Petal.
Americans might go a little further than that. We would say fuck you, and then borrow the British use of the C word.
Just catching up on some schoolwork.
Sorry about earlier.
It's gonna be all right, Mum.
Thank God you have your daughter. Please don't disprove what I just said.
You can have my room for now, just so you can get some rest.
No, Chloe.
Yeah. So you're better. Till the 2 of you, work everything out.
Yeah.
It's good to have you back, Dad.
You're a very optimistic young woman.
You're definitely alright with this?
Yeah. Leave you to settle in, give you some space.
We removed all
Just a lot
silverware
of
from the
doing.
premises.
So I was away from both of them. He was here on his own.
That's not good. But at this point we had Nige, so I don't know. Where is Nige?
Condoms. Your condoms. Found in your car. By your wife. She brought them to us.
Along with this
Now,
receipt
obviously,
from a
Kath
shop
didn't
called
plant them, but
Wessex
could
Funeral,
someone else have planted them?
showing that you bought those at 5:03 p.m.
You
on
can't
the
really
Saturday
plant
of your
that.
wife's party.
There was a waitress at the party. Young, fit. Saw her when they arrived. That's when I went and got condoms.
So you left the preparations of your wife's 50th birthday party to go and buy condoms so you could have sex with one of the waitresses.
She was flirting with me as soon as she saw me.
Did you have sex
Yeah,
with her
because you're
that
such a
night?
catch.
In the woods. Up against a tree. Don't you look at me like that. Because you'd done the same if it was offered to you.
No, I wouldn't. I don't subscribe to your version of the world.
What a
I wanted to
shit
send my
person.
daughter out into it with men like you around. Did you ask Trish to have sex with you that night?
Yeah, I think so. She said no.
How'd you feel about that?
Like I had a better option.
Fuck all the people in this town, man. Jesus Christ. In one day, I've had to write shit, bitch, and boobs. But boobs is for Chainsaw Man.
You have no idea what this life is going to do to you. I've only ever done my best. If I've lapsed or failed, I've tried to put things right.
But why the pictures? Well, is this a thing on social media?
What is this? Come on.
Okay, good. So she is still a good daughter. I was right. It's people, women in solidarity. Oh, even Kath.
Forgive me.
I mean, you don't have to, but she's at least extending a
If you
branch.
forgive me. Look.
Now it's just like two branches touching each other. That's the wrong password anyway. There, alright. Did my part. Ah, man, it really is like the end of season 1. With the fucking bonfires and shit. But who did it?
How'd you know about that?
He told us.
What? What's going around telling people for? What's that about? You ain't got anything to be proud of there.
How do you mean?
No, I'm not gonna lie, I like a DILF.
A DILF.
A dad I'd like to...
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
He was getting rough, I wasn't into it, wasn't having it.
And how did he take that?
I was pissed off. Didn't get his load away, did he? You know what they're like then.
Jim Atwood was wandering the grounds, sexually frustrated with a pack of condoms in his pocket around the time that Trish was raped.
And he's still the
That's
only
pretty
suspect
bad.
who's ever come up with a DNA match on Trish. Even if it
I was at the party at Axhampton for a bit that night. My
Why?
girlfriend Danielle, she's basically ditched me because I had her lie to you about where we were.
Your girlfriend was there too?
She used to work at the farm shop with Kath. She got invited. I dropped her off early that evening, that's why I was there. I didn't tell you because I was scared.
I don't think it's him.
Thought if she found out about the computer and knew that I was there, I don't know. It's a big thing, a rape.
I'm glad he's not smug anymore.
Bloody hell, another sock found on the Axhampton estate confirmed as a match for Trish's DNA. Traces of her saliva.
So it was used as a gag?
More than that, there are traces of one of our men's DNA on the sock.
Oh, shit.
Who?
Tell me. No! Don't cliffhanger like this!
Never seen it before.
Oh, shit. God damn it, it really can be any of them at this point. Ah! Ah, shit! Come on, man! Why you gotta do that? Damn it! Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Oh. Of course, they would cliffhang me on that. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it was all of them. Maybe it was all of them. Maybe he's a shapeshifter and he just keeps changing into all of the different men. We have 5 suspects. Ian, Jim, Ed, Leo, Lucas. Let's go ahead and take Leo. Let's put him away. This is going to be hard. My fingers don't, like, these 2 fingers are next to useless on me, but I guess that works. Let's take away Leo. You know what? I'm taking away Ian. I hope this isn't, like, flipping someone off in some country, you know? I'm gonna take away Ian. And I take away Ian just because, while there is the moment where he blacked out, it just doesn't gel. Okay, here's the thing about Ian, and I'm about to get to this with Ed. There's just not an overwhelming amount of evidence. So, by that same token, Ed, going back. Now we get to surf up. It's time to surf up, dude. There's not overwhelming in evidence towards Ian. Now, I said that about Ed, but Nope. No. Put it back up. Put your finger back up, folks. There is a lot of evidence for Ed. It's not exactly the same as the evidence for Jim, but there's a lot of evidence toward Ed. So, taking away Leo, taking away Ian, we are left with Jim Atwood, Ed Burnett, and Lucas Clive. And it is exactly the thing that Hardy said, that Jim Atwood was walking through the forest sexually frustrated with condoms, with the exact condoms, when Trish was raped. And the question is, did he use the condom on the waitress? You know? Because if he was being rough, he may not have even gotten to that point yet, you know? So there's that. There's the fact that Ed has 5,000 pictures of Trish on his phone, was in the forest at the time that she was raped, had the twine in his suit pocket, has the broken, used twine at his house, is a very aggressive, angry person. I guess that's it, but I guess that's the end of the list. So there's that. The thing, though, is... Well, okay, because I was about to say, the thing that almost pushes Jim over the edge is Jim could be connected to the previous 2 victims. And that would make more sense that would make more sense than Ed. Ed has no connection to them. It could be Lucas because he would have, if he was still driving the cab back then, So, but there's also the possibility that it is 2 rapists instead of 1, Perhaps Jim Atwood did not rape Trish, but he could have possibly raped those other 2 women. And someone else, Lucas and or Ed, well, I guess just or, there's no and about it. By that same token, it could be all 3 of them. It could be that Jim had 1, Lucas had another, and Ed had Trish. It could be that all 3 of them are rapists, I mean, hell, look at last season where we were trying to see who was the Sandbrook murderer, but it was the Sandbrook murderers, They should start a band. Ricky, Lee, and then Claire as an accomplice, so it's possible we may end this season with 3 rapists, That is entirely possible. The problem with that would be charging the other 2, I just looked at my notes here, and I wrote down sock, and then I wrote down, next time. We need Kyle Hebert to do the narration for this. Next time on Broadchurch Z. But I just wrote, I wrote down the sock, because that's how they're going to know. Is the DNA from the sock, there's Trish's saliva, and there's DNA from one other person on there, And if that's the case, so that's the person. I will say there's a part of me that almost is like, oh, well, all that investigating, all we had to do was just find that friggin' sock, Like, this isn't... I mean, but I guess Broadchurch isn't like that, It's not like, and now Holmes will explain everything and how he, how he deduced who the criminal is, This isn't Sherlock Holmes, This isn't an Agatha Christie novel. This, because I was about to say, well, it kind of sucks that they didn't figure it out. They just happened to find the sock that was used as the gag. But at the same time, the reason we found Joe was because Joe wanted to be caught, Because Joe finally gave up and he was like, I can't do this anymore, So, fucking roller coaster of an episode, man. On this page of notes alone, I've written boobs, shit, and bitch. And I am not normally so vulgar in my note-taking, but I wrote down shit for Jim, I wrote down bitch for Caroline, and I wrote down boobs on Chainsaw Man, but that's unrelated to this episode because Denji just wants boobs, but that's a different story altogether. Literally a different story. It's Chainsaw Man. So, the other things this episode... So Caroline is our new Karen from season 1. I would like to apologize to Karen because even she had some boundaries, Some. Not a lot. Karen still sucked. But Caroline is the distillation of Ollie. Just a shit person, And I'm really glad that Ollie is not here this season because I fucking hated Ollie. He sucked so hard. But now we get Caroline. Luckily, this whole Maggie subplot has been pretty small. I completely forgot about it since it was brought up. So yeah, but it's our readers want to know about the Latimer family. And it's your readers can go fuck themselves. Let's just say that. you know? It was really funny, though, when Maggie said, oh, as the Americans would say, screw you, Petal. And it's like, okay, we would say fuck off. Like, let's just put that out there, you know? I feel like a British person would, like, I don't know why you had to go the American route. It's just, tell her to go fuck herself, you know? Fuck off. Like everybody, let's say this together. Fuck off. That's it. There you go. But she was trying. So there's that. That's why I wrote down bitch. The whole thing with Daisy, I don't know if I fully agree with. I don't know if I fully agree with the parenting, but I mean, I guess it's effective. It's like, no, tear up the ticket. Fuck it, you're staying here, and we're going to make things better. You know, I like that. I like how, you know, those guys are like, you can't say that, you're a cop. And he's like, I am a father. Because David Tennant, I love the way David Tennant talks, you know? I love, because he doesn't say father, he says father, you know? It's amazing. He just went in and just destroyed them, you know? So that was good. I enjoyed that. And then Mark. I don't know what more I can say about Mark that we haven't talked about all season. You know, he needs to move on. He is hurting from this, and he's not strong enough to move from his pain, and it's causing more pain to his family, you know? And Beth is so done with him. I do love, though, that even Paul is done with him, you know? And then, yeah, all of our fucking suspects. I'm gonna say it's either Jim, Ed, or Lucas. Okay. It's the penultimate episode. I have to choose. I have to choose someone to be the suspect. And if I'm wrong, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be a punishment for me if I'm wrong, because, you know, I'm the only person here. So I am going to put my proverbial money. Jim. I'm going with Jim. That's my choice going into the final episode. Who do I think raped Trish Winterman? Sorry. Turned into Elmer Fudd for a second. Trish Winterman. That's not even Elmer Fudd. I guess it'd be more Sylvester. I don't watch many Looney Tunes, but I guess it's kind of Elmer Fuddy. No. Anyway, that is my pick. Who raped Trish? I am going to say it was Jim. If I am wrong, I will do 20 push-ups on camera. Fuck. Why'd I say that? I'll write it down. And I signed it. It was even for my signature, that was particularly shit, so. Fuck! Why did I do that? But there you go. If it's not Jim Atwood, I will do 20 push-ups on camera. Fuck, I better not be wrong. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time on Dragon Ball Z. See you guys later. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Broadchurch reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.